What's up guys, Nikita here. I got a question from you guys asking, who should pay on the first date? And should you split the bill or should you pay it yourself? That's a really good question. And let me see where that stems from. The big idea here is that some guys think that you have to pay a lot of money on the first date for the date to be effective. And that's just inaccurate. And today you and I are going to discuss why that is. First of all, when you take a girl out on the first date after you got her number, the whole point of the first date, which men tend to forget about, is to gauge whether both of you have enough attraction towards each other to make it so that you can go out in the future. Because if you don't have enough attraction, you ended right there at the first date. But if you do, you know that you can proceed and get all the other things done that you want to do. Now, a lot of guys will take girls to expensive restaurants, or they will take them to some other expensive events and venues like concerts. First of all, concerts are terrible because you can't talk there. All you can do is maybe look at each other every once in a while, but listen to music. And expensive dates, they're going to run you down. Now imagine if you're going out, let's say about 2 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And let's say you're dropping about $70 or $100 a date. Dude, you're going to be broke pretty soon. And worse than that, you're going to have nothing to show for it. The problem that a lot of guys have is that they do too much on the first date. Remember, if you're training for a 5K, you don't need to run a marathon. You just need to run a 5K. If you run a marathon, you're overdoing it. So let me tell you a story about one of my clients. He was going out, he's a 40-year-old guy, and he complained that he was spending way too much money on first dates. I asked him how much. He said he was spending $300 a month. He'd take her out to dinner, and then he would take her to a bar. So in total, it would cost $70 for dinner and $30 for the bar. That's $100 a date. Worse than that, he had nothing to show for it because they wouldn't really call back and he felt like they were using him for the money. The problem was that his dates were not optimized. I made a video before, and first dates can be simple. They can be a coffee shop, which is effective because you can sit down and talk, and you can also do some light touching, but it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Let's say you go to a coffee shop. What, 2 coffees? $7. Really cheap. Now you're asking who should pay. That's the main question here. The answer is you. And it's in your favor to pay. And here's why. You invited her out, right? You had the confidence as a man to invite her out to the first date, to the coffee shop. So you pay. And perceptually, subconsciously, that demonstrates a lot of things when you pay, when you get that cup of coffee. Okay, the first thing it demonstrates is that you're not broke. You're obviously working, you have some money. We're not talking about a lot of money, but that doesn't matter. You have some money, somebody finds value within you. Second, it demonstrates you're a vulnerable man. You are able to pay for the coffee and you're not worried whether she's going to like you or not like you. You're okay if that money goes to waste and you guys don't click after that first date. And the third thing it demonstrates is that you are not cheap, my friend. All right, you're able to get a $3 coffee. It's not a big deal for you. I know you're probably saying, dude, but it's just coffee. Those things aren't going to convey all that, but they do. You see, it's the action that conveys it, not the actual perception of the cost. That coffee could have been a $100 dinner. We just make an assumption that it was coffee and the $100 dinner would be bought too, but that didn't necessarily happen, did it? But the fact that you bought that, you didn't hesitate, brought all those qualities to you as stereotypes. And those are the stereotypes that are useful to you at the moment. So $7 per date, how does that sound? Way better than expensive dinners. Save the dinners for later on when you guys like each other and you're going out on your 3rd, 4th, 5th date. Take her out to eat then. Or maybe she'll take you out and cook for you. Who knows? But a simple coffee goes a long way. The other question is, what if she offers to pay? Well, here's the deal. If she offers to pay the first time, go ahead and insist that you pay and that it's okay. Maybe she'll get it the next time. But if she really offers, you really can't refuse. But on subsequent dates, don't forget it's okay that she pays sometimes. Look, you don't have to be the only guy that always pays on all the dates. In fact, it's a very nice gesture for women to offer, to make a small offer. Hey, can I help? Can I pay with this? And when she does that on future dates, oblige her. That's fine. Keep first dates simple, keep them fun. And most of all, because you're keeping them simple and they're relatively inexpensive, pay for them yourself. You win out on all the stereotypes that you get from it. See you next time, guys.